You understand? All of you got it coming. The reason why is because of the horrible crimes you've done. It's real simple. You're not gonna murder everybody, sodomize little girls, make them prostitutes for 500 years. Drug abuse, murder, torture, all this stuff you done. And you think you're gonna sit back now and enjoy the earth forever and keep doing this forever and ever? Nope. Your ass getting wiped off the face of the earth. You even shot these missiles because you know you're dying. You know your judgment day is here. So what did you do with your selfish ass? You shot those missiles off on the planet. You wanted everyone to die with you. You shot those damn missiles off. You are a real asshole. And see, God knows that. So all these dumbass white people on earth that want to keep following this Jesus image, you go right ahead. But your Jesus image tried to commit mass destruction on the whole planet. And these UFOs know that. So all your asses is in a whole lot of trouble. They should have not done that because the UFOs are saying this is who they are. This is what they would do to our children. They did this to our children because they know their day is here. So they wanted everyone to die with them. So they don't have any love. Understand that. Only reason we haven't got the bad weather up here in the Seattle area, in the Portland area like we could have had is because of my presence here. And you guys treat me like shit. Wanted to put me in your prison and put me through all that bullshit. And then left me for dead and broke with a superior, clean heart that I have and the intelligence that I have. You want me to walk around here with my head down, all depressed and shit, like you've said all the other black men, murdering us. So your sorry feces ass can walk around the planet and keep your decadence in full throttle. It says, for the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine. I mean that while I'm on the earth, showing you the sun, showing you the freaking lights that everybody been waiting on. But it's here now and it ain't Jesus, so you reject it. That's good. Because let me read this again. This is 2 Timothy 4. It says, for the time, 3 to 4. 2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 3 and 4. For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine. I mean, even though I'm sitting here saying this to you, showing you all this shit, you're not going to listen to it. But after their own lust shall they keep to themselves teachers. That means that the teachers that you Europeans have had that taught you the Jesus stuff, you still want to run with that. You know, now, the tornado that just came the other day and touched down on that lady barn over there. You know, I live like 5 miles from there, if that far. Okay? I knew that was going to happen because, see, I get premonition. And I knew it wasn't going to be big, but I know why. It's because of that freaking judge. That judge has done so much shit. And that was my sister just letting him know, you know what, I got your number. I've been known about you. We came here special for your ass because we know what you've been up to. Okay, so that's, you know what, Miss, I think her name is Irene. I saw her on the clip. The man from the news station was at her house. You know, ironic as it might sound, when they were filming that, I was riding past that lady's house. And I saw the barn and everything because I rode over there to take a look. Actually, I was going out to another part, but since we were going that way, I said, well, let's roll through there and see if we can see it. So true enough, we was able to see it. We saw it when the camera team was out there. Ironic as it might sound. But I kept it pushing. I didn't get out and say anything. But I want you to know something. That's just a courtesy call to old Judgy Wudgy to let him know, yeah, I've been monitoring you. I know what you've been up to. Okay, now listen to what it said. It say they will not endure sound doctrine, but after their own lust shall they keep to themselves teachers. I mean, you want to keep that bullshit Christianity that you know it's never been right. Having itching ears, and they shall turn away their ears from the truth. And the truth is that you Europeans know that you could not have been the first people on this earth, and that your whole God essence of Jesus being white and giving you permission to do all this murder, all that stuff is just too much inconsistencies. And it just, the truth of the matter is that you guys have committed a criminal act of genocide against us. It's just bottom line. That's just what the dynamics is. I don't care who don't like it. It says, they will close their ears from the truth and shall be turned unto fables. Okay, Santa Claus. All that bullshit. Pink Panther, SpongeBob. That's all you can get. The damn twitting machines. So in love with the white man vices. Go ahead. Go right ahead. Let's hear what they got to say about what I just said.
Our show on our radio, Mondays and Thursdays, usually 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on blogtalkradio.com. And our page is blogtalkradio.com/The African History Network Show. That's blogtalkradio.com/The African History Network Show. And we're also on Facebook. So we have the Facebook fan page, The African History Network. So join us on Facebook during the show. You can post your comments. We'll read those comments on the air also. If you're not a member of our Facebook fan page, all you have to do is go to facebook.com and in the search option at the top, type in The African History Network. And that'll take you to our page. And just at the top.
No, this guy speaking right here, I'm not familiar with him. That's why I didn't say anything about him. I came across this last night. I know Dr. Frances Cress Welsing, this lady right here. I read her book more than once, and I really love her book. This guy right here, Walter Williams, I met him one day at the Cress Center in Los Angeles, California, and he's real smart. He's a real smart guy. He probably don't remember talking to me, but I talked to him for about 5 minutes one day down there in LA, and he was telling me about Sufism and how all that stuff came about, and explaining to me how we are confused as a people because of the dialogue. All of the bullshit that we have on our hard drives make us just stupid and idiots. And when he told me that, it made total sense, because, you know, think about the ideal of smoking a cigarette and drinking alcohol. Just think about that. Think about what that consists of. The idiocy that must be involved for someone to be consuming stuff like that. That comes from nothing but self-hate for you to do things like that.
Just click on like and you'll become a member. Okay, so you can post news articles, post helpful information, videos, comments, things like that throughout the week. And also, if you have any suggestions for topics for the show or any articles you would like for us to discuss on the show, things of that nature, you can post that on our fan page as well. And we chat while we're on the air during the show on our Facebook fan page also, okay? So, once again, we focus on educating, inspiring, and empowering people throughout the African diaspora and all around the world. And this is a solutions-based.
And for those of you who don't know, that our diaspora is our circumstances at the hands of these Europeans on the planet genociding us and trying to remain alive under the circumstances that it's not in compliance with how this whole earth dynamics is. You're not going to come out here with white skin and just kill everything that was made by the sun and has to have melanin in it so it can have an interaction with the sun, and then you come out and attack that and want it all to die so you can build brick buildings everywhere, and you don't see that that's self-destruction, and you can't see that. That's why you guys are going to be wiped off this earth, because of that idiocy right there. You're not going to kill everybody. That's bullshit. And everything. You must be crazy.
Radio program as well, so we also like to offer solutions as well, okay? We're also on Twitter. So our page on Twitter is twitter.com/$50 right now. It's only $25. But you keep your cell phone with you and you check text messages much more frequently than you do your email. So you can sign up for a text message blast as well, right on our homepage of AfricanHistoryNetwork.com towards the top, okay? It only takes about 30 seconds to sign up for that. Now, if you have, so there's a lot that you get with that. You can't beat it. Buy 1 month, get 1 month free, okay? Now, on our Blog Talk Radio page,
you're becoming poorer and poorer. And then what happens? The community in which you live becomes...
The History Network show got to get with people, so-called Egyptologists. So, tonight we're going to do part two of our discussion. You know, I got a lot of feedback, all of it only dealing with history. Sometimes when somebody may say
card from the time of the baby's father using his sperm to, let's say,
so we can write that down, the 5 elements. You know,
the 5 ingredients that make up human history is time.
Now, I want you guys to listen to this, man. This man is so sharp
right now. Okay, so interview tonight, what we want to do is kind of recap a little bit for people what we discussed in the previous interview, and also we're going to get more into the historical origin of Islam, because we didn't get a chance to do that in the first
this
interview.
is good.
And we want to let people know what is going to take place Friday, April 6th, Saturday, April 7th at Nandy's Knowledge Cafe, because you're going to do a fantastic 2-day workshop, which is going to be totally transformational and inspirational for people. And the great thing about it is when you deal with this and you deal with the subject of these religions, you are only dealing with history as opposed to religious literature. Is that an accurate statement?
That's an accurate statement. I'm dealing with human history and not traditional theology. Traditional theology takes you into mythology and allegories and metaphors and things that are untrue.
Parables, hyperbole, yes.
Correct.
They call them fables
history
in here.
takes you into the reality and the
So they shall
realness
turn to
of
fables.
the events. And see, history consists of 5 ingredients: time, people, places, events, and literature. Those 5 ingredients make up human history. So,
Give it to us again one more time.
Now, this is Walter Williams.
The 5 elements. Give it to us
the
again.
5
That's his voice,
ingredients
yeah.
that
Walter
make up
Williams.
human history is time, people, places, events, and literature. Those are the 5 ingredients that make up human history. And without that, you don't have the facts. You have to understand human history in order to get the facts. But if you go for traditional theology, then you're getting mythology and allegories and metaphors.
You know, on that, one of the things I asked him when I was talking to him, I said, okay, well, I want to ask you a question. I said, imagine a complete stranger who doesn't know anything about any type of religious indoctrination at all. He's never heard anything at all. No Islam, no Christianity, no Judaism, nothing. I say, but then he comes up to you and you start teaching him or talking to him about ancient Kemetic teachings. I say, what would make that be as non-allegoric as it should be when we frown on using allegoric circumstances and brain conditionings from any of the other sectors of religion like Islam or Christianity? What makes ancient Kemetic teaching be privileged allegorical talk? And you know, he just looked at me and he shook his head and he said, you know, the real truth about it is that it depends on how it moves your spirit inside what you're listening to. That's what he said. He said, how does it move your spirit? Now, he just gave you the 5 descriptions of history. So all those things comprised together is supposed to be what decides what type of emotional reaction your spirit hears, because your spirit knows truth. That's what I got from him when he said that. He said it depends on your spirit. Now, is you a person that wants to follow fables, or is you a person that wants truth? There's nobody out there that's following all these bogus religions that know in their heart that that religion is 100% substantiating. They know it's all got flaws in it. This religion that I serve right now puts me in charge of everything that happens to me. It lets me know that even if you do have a corrupt establishment on the earth, everything you need to beat them off and return to your God self is inside of your cosmic makeup. So do it. That's why I like this guy, because when he said that to me, it just opened up all that much for me to think about. He said it depends on how it moves your spirit. If you have a religion that makes you think that you got the right to go out and murder other people and steal everything off the earth, if you can't see that that's hoarding and being selfish and greedy and committing murder, it's a criminal act. If you can't